What is up, YouTube and all my fish keeping friends? How are y'all doing on this Thursday evening? I hope you guys are doing good. Hope everybody's staying out of trouble. Let me play with everything here for a second, move things around. Let's check out the chat. I hope you guys are doing good. I am sick. I got a cold. I got a head cold. Let's go to the top of the chat real quick. I got Tampa Tom, of course, here first in the chat. I'm trying to be excited. I am excited about a lot of things. Aquashella's right around the corner. I'm ready to get out of here, ready to travel, focusing hard on my channel and everything really right now, and all my fish. But being sick doesn't help. So I'm trying to be excited, so please excuse me if I'm just a little, sound like my head is full of gunk, because it is. Alright, it's Tampa Tom first in the chat. I got Mike, Fish Tank Barn up in here, Calypso's Reefing, what's up, man? Dr. Black, how are you? Blackie, what's up? Welcome to chat. Jesse, HC Aqua, Pamela, Caleb Aquatics, nice video the other day. Nice video to do. A little review there. That's pretty sweet stuff. It's nice to see you doing that stuff. You're on so if you guys haven't checked out Caleb Aquatics, young man, about 13 years old. He's got the bug, he's got the passion for sure, and he's on video number 4. He's got about 85 subscribers. Go check him out. And just keep posted on his content. I think he's got a lot coming. I have a feeling he's got a lot of stuff coming in the future, so check that out. Let's see here. Who else we got? Amber, how are you? Welcome to the stream. Good to see you here. The Cove. Worldwide Tropicals. Welcome to the stream. Nice to see you. Yeah, new name. New to the chat. So there's so many things I want to share. Jess, Shrimp Granny, how are you? Welcome to the stream. Candy, I'm glad you could make it. Last night was a busy night. You got a lot of work, Candy. You work hard. Everybody's got to, really has to get they're going to get the hats off to Candy. I mean, last night I think we had about 6 hours straight, 5 or 6 hours straight of content on YouTube, fish-related content on the YouTube platform anyways. Just six hours straight. Wednesday is a solid night, that's for sure. I was going to try to squeeze in there. Guess Wednesday's a better night for me. Let's see. I've been doing Fridays, but I don't want it to be Fridays because I stream on Sundays, and I don't want to stop doing that. So I don't want to stream 48 hours later. So I'm trying to spread it out throughout the week a little bit. So I think I'm going to go with Thursday for now on. I think that's what I'm going to do. Thursday and Sunday. I just like hanging out with you guys, to be honest. This is nice. And another thing that's happened to me, full disclosure, I got laid off the other day. I kind of was planning on it a little bit. Financially, I wasn't planning on it. But I was planning on it, knowing September and October in the tourism area, when you got hurricane season and stuff, this is like the slowest part of and as soon as we get a big storm like Dorian, when that happens, season's over. Like the whole market changes for the next 2 months until Thanksgiving, really, until November anyways. So I'm going full-time content creation. I'm saying content creation, not YouTube, because I make content for other friends of mine, as Facebook and Instagram and their websites. I do SEO for 2 websites as well. Which you look at my channel, you'd wonder who would pay me to do SEO. I mean, look at my number. No, but so I got that stuff that I do a little bit of, but it definitely doesn't pay all the bills. So I've been hustling to do some little side jobs. I'm a plumber by trade, and I got some other stuff. But beyond that, you guys have all been very, very supportive all the way through everything. And I do have some things, you guys know of a couple of things I got going on, but I'm just trying to play around. I want to have fun tonight. I don't know if it's going to work. I wanted to do a giveaway thing. I wanted to do kind of what somebody else had done just recently, and we realized it's not necessarily it's not legal. It's not legal to do a lottery, right? And I was going to do something like that myself, but I kind of knew the rules, and I was just like, everybody does giveaways and does stuff like that, and literally to be legal with YouTube, there's a lot of loopholes. Not a lot of loopholes, you just got to follow all the rules. So it can be a sweepstakes. You can't have a lottery, but you can do a sweepstakes. It's actually federally illegal to do a lottery without permissions from the federal government to be doing it, or state government to be doing a lottery. So anyways, long story short, let me go ahead and see if I can find the right mouse for one. And I'm going to show this up here for just a minute. I'm going to throw this up here. This is a little menu of goodies I'm playing around with. So I figured, I can't do a lottery or anything, and I want to do giveaways, and I'm going to do that. I'm about to hit 1 million. Probably before I go to Chicago, I'm going to make 1 million views, which is really exciting. It's a nice number to hit. Views is much more important than subscribers, to be completely honest. If any of you guys out there, content creators, you know that you could have 100,000 subscribers, but if they don't watch your content, it doesn't mean anything. So I appreciate having 13K plus subscribers, but the views are more important to me. Actually, people truly watching all the content, liking, and commenting and engaging on the content. That's way more important to YouTube actually suggesting your content more so that everybody else can see it too. Thanks, Amber. Yes, it is a little rough. I'm a little rough. I got a backup of a hot coffee over here. And running the AC to 72 degrees doesn't help either. Thank you, Katie, for putting the links out there. Brian P., how are you? Welcome to the stream. So I thought I'd do this goofy thing, right, for kind of like a chat menu, like a super chat menu, kind of like something that a Twitch gamer would do, bro. I feel like a Twitch gamer. Except we're got microscopes, and we have lots of fish tanks over here. No games. But I got my yellow King Kongs. I was going to... I should put some food on there if I'm going to do that anyways, right? Tampa Tom, thank you for the $1.99 super chat. I guess that's on the half of these are probably are going to be his, right? Tampa Tom's going to buy some of these. Tom Slee, I've got a couple people that have been into those. Let me jump on that. I'm going to throw some food down on that for a second, and then we'll move the camera over there so that because I want to get the food down for a minute, just so that they kind of crowd around the food before I throw the camera down on them, and it's a little bit more enjoyable to watch that. So I will definitely keep that in mind. Tampa Tom, thank you for the $1.99 super chat, and we're gonna get on those yellow King Kongs. I'll put the camera on that first. So this is just something. Just keep this in mind. I was just playing around. Elliot's really hungry. My eel. He's a freshwater. I think it's actually a freshwater moray eel, and he's in my top tank up here behind me, 55-gallon. It's actually a hex face tank that's backwards because I don't like the hex face on that. So I've made it the background. So it's kind of got like a 3D background to the tank is the way I'm rolling with it. Plus there's less scratches on the back of the tank, so it worked out. But anyways, Elliot's in there. He's hungry. He hasn't eaten in 3 or 4 days. I've got a bunch of oysters, I believe they are. Or mussels that I have thawed out for him. So he's eating either way tonight. But someone throws out a 20. Someone wants to see that. I will definitely put the camera on that, and we can watch Elliot chow down. So there's that. And then I had the microscope set up. Everything's rigged up, so I can play today. Show you guys pretty much anything you guys really want to see. And more than anything, I just want to hang out with the chat. I want to hang out with you guys. I have a bad rap for not reading all of the chat, so I'm trying to exercise my eyes and focus on the chat. It's not that I'm ignoring any of you guys. I just get overzealous. You guys know that. I just start talking away and get all into my stuff, and I look over at the chat, and it's already I've missed a whole page of stuff. All right, let's see. So we want to talk about some other things real quick. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of this for a minute. First and foremost, we have Aquashella right here. Aquashella is going to be at Chicago. It's going to be in Chicago, 28th and the 29th of September, the end of this month. A lot of people here in the chat are going to be there. That's going to be super awesome. I hope you guys can make it to that. Mike, I hope to see you. You're going to be at Aquashella, right? I hope to see you at Aquashella. Thank you for that $9.99. I think when it gets to 99 cents, that's when you're on a phone, right? You're on a mobile device. Is that how that goes? Is that the rumor that I've heard with that? So thank you for the $9.99 super chat. I really appreciate it. I hope to see you in Chicago at Aquashella as well. We had when I met Mike. First time I met Mike was pretty much at breakfast in the hotel there in the lobby. And then after that I think we had breakfast at the same table for 3 mornings in a row. And that's how we met and got to know each other. Cool guy. I really hope to see you there at Aquashella. Caleb, once again, you guys gotta check out this. This kid is exploding with passion. I just say, just have a balance and pace it. He's got it together though. He's working. He's breeding fish. He's got an idea. He wants to start his own fish store, his own business. This kid is on top of it. If you haven't checked him out, I'm gonna have him on my stream one day. I'm gonna maybe even this Sunday. That'd be cool. I'm gonna try to catch up with him, DM on that one. But I'd like to, just so you guys can see what he's got going on. He's really, I think this is a lifetime thing for this young man. Anyway, so let's see what's going on here in the chat. Sorry for coughing into the. I'm trying to control it. I'm definitely had a friend come to visit me from the States. He came from Philadelphia, and I think just just breathing on me, man. I got the cold. I think not supposed to blame it on a friend, but I don't know. It came from somewhere, or a tourist or something like that. Thank you, Caleb, for the $1.99 super chat. I really do appreciate that. So let's get into this here too. So we also have just some promo stuff that you guys have probably seen this on Facebook, maybe or maybe not. Aquashella is going to be awesome. I am super pumped about it. As you can see from this banner here, from this poster, you see the color. That is for real. This place is just glowing in the dark. It's all UV light. There's all kinds of coral, a lot of saltwater stuff, so much art. There's all kinds of art installations. Literally have DJ and music. This is truly, I would consider this to be a fish keeping festival. This is not just your traditional convention. This is like the new age. I think it's kind of important because it helps get the younger generation involved, helps get the younger kids involved, pull them away from these, all these mobile devices and video games and stuff like that. But it's going to be fun. I didn't make it to the first Chicago, but I was there in Dallas, and so I know in fact that it's for me too. It's just the community. There's a lot of saltwater stuff there. There's a lot of freshwater, and every year it just gets more diverse. There's going to be a lot of actually really awesome people in the reptile world as well. So it really crosses. It's almost just there's a lot of different pet kind of genres that are there. It's not just going to be fresh and saltwater fish keeping, honestly. But Pamela's getting comfortable. All right, so. I'm pumped about it. I am really pumped about it. So if you guys might have seen the stream earlier today from Rob from Flip Aquatics. He went live this morning. He does his regular stream, and he revealed the schedule for Chicago's Aquashella. It's a really cool schedule. So I do have it here. I meant to cut and paste it, and I will put it into the description of this live stream when it's over. But I do have that here, so I'll go ahead and if I can make everything else go away. There we go. It's a little small print, sorry about that, but I'm going to go through it. This is both Saturday and Sunday, but the top half is Saturday. So this is specifically the stuff that is going to happen at the actual Fish Tube booth, which the Fish Tube is pretty much it's a combination of a lot of different content creators, obviously on the YouTube platform, that are really, really, really passionate about spreading the word about our voice on the YouTube platform and stuff like that. And everybody gets involved and is volunteering to help put these things together. We got all kinds of fun stuff going on though. Really cool like games and stuff. So of course one of my favorite parts, just because I like donuts and coffee, is right from the beginning we have kind of like a VIP time. So from 10 to 12:30, people with VIP tickets can actually get in early and actually have a chance to do kind of more of a personal meet and greet with other YouTubers and content creators and stuff like that. So that'll go on from about 10 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. and there's going to be coffee and donuts, and just setting things up. We'll probably just will be setting things up at the same time. Brian P, thank you for the $10 super chat. Chicago fun. Yeah, so I'm going to skating by on macaroni and cheese and hot dogs right about now because we're actually doing a road trip. So there's going to it's going to be, you see Big City Beta's here in the chat. I don't know, Haley from Oddball Aquatics, she's in here maybe. We're going to be road tripping from Lucas Brett's house. So I'm going to do a fish fish house tour of LRB Aquatics house. And then it's probably going to be like a two-day thing to actually get it all. And then we're going to road trip from Lucas's house all the way to Chicago for Aquashella. So that's going to be a fun little road trip, probably some stops at some fish stores and stuff like that. So that's another thing to keep in mind. We're gonna go through this. We're gonna go through this thing. I just start to run off on a tangent. Brian P, I want to thank you again for that $10 super chat. I really do appreciate that. But one thing to keep in mind too, if you're not one of my Patreons, I am definitely vamping up my Patreon content. I'm going to be doing weekly kind of uncut vlogs on my Patreon, and then when I'm on this road trip and all this stuff, from Lucas's house to the road trip to fish store tours to Aquashella Saturday and Sunday, I will be doing private unlisted live streams for my Patreons. So so the only way you're going to find out about any of that is by being one of my Patreons. But just to keep in mind, that's going to be going on as well. That's kind of something fun and different that I will be doing, that I'm kind of stoked about. Let's see. So we definitely, I appreciate the super chats. I'm going to have to show off some stuff here in a minute, but I wanted to get Tampa Tom with the shrimp. I'm going to get on those Yellow King Kongs. I need to get some food on them now, though, just to be safe. You guys check out this this schedule. 1 second. I'll be right back. Let me get some food on these Yellow King Kongs. Oh, I am definitely a little sick. Okay, so nobody's complained about the audio, so I think the audio is pretty okay. Yeah, Jesse, I am not doing the boats right now. I'm definitely not doing the boats. Why is my chat frozen? I don't like that. I hate it when that happens. Why was it all the way back up there? Okay, so I didn't miss much, though. But I did see an old thing from Jesse. All right. I do not have hot dogs right now, but I'm getting to that point. Frozen pizza, hot dogs. It's not so bad. You can make gourmet hot dogs. You marinate them a little bit in a Ziploc bag overnight. You can definitely cook them up a little bit. Let's see. All right, thank you, Amber. I appreciate that. I'm switching coffees because the other one is hotter, and I just want something hot. Oh, boy. Let's see here. So this is the schedule. This is pretty sweet. So obviously, second here on the list, from 12:30 p.m. until 1:30 p.m., we're doing outside. We're going to be doing sumo wrestling. This is a great idea. Rob came up with this idea. So cool. So, everybody's going to be in line. If you've been to this event before, you really know there's going to be a huge line outside. If you saw the videos, you saw these just hundreds, 1,000 people outside trying to get in, right? So while everybody's waiting in line, it is going to be fall. It's going to be a little more chilly out, and this will be an opportunity for us to kind of entertain the crowd in the line while they're waiting to get in. So there's kind of two things here. We're kind of pumping up the crowd, getting everybody excited, and having fun with everybody, so they're not totally bored while they're standing in line outside in the cold. So that's a fun thing, and it's more for the people too. It's gonna be fun for us, and it's gonna be good content, and it'll be a chance to play around for a little while. We all be hyped up on donuts and coffee, and then we get to go outside and sumo wrestle in these inflatable sumo wrestling suits. So I don't know. I think they're gonna do teams or whatever. I'm not worried any of this stuff, whether or not I really actually am in any of it. It'd be fun to film it. It's just fun that this stuff is actually happening. So, and it's nice that the schedule is being released ahead of time. Last time in Dallas, we really didn't have. This is growing every time and just kind of getting more organized. So it is nice to have this awesome team of people, of content creators, as the fish tube that's kind of helping to put this all together, because it does take a team of people and a lot of people to donate time and money and everything to make that happen. Actually, one thing that I'm trying to do right now, and I'm just trying to pay gas and get myself there, so I can't ask for other stuff. I'm not trying to ask for other stuff from people, but there's this crazy idea of at the booth, we're going to need live streaming gear, really, because we tried to do it before and it didn't work. I know a company, I'm just trying to secure this unit right now, but I know a company that will rent me a complete mobile live streaming unit for 7 days for $400. And I was going to try to team up with the fish tube community with some of that funding. Maybe we go in halves, and then I can use that gear on the way to Aquashella, so I will have it then, and also I'll be like paying for half of it, and then we have it for the weekend so that all of us content creators can really stream high definition, high quality streams, not like a single cell phone signal kind of thing. It's just, that's not realistic when you're trying to put out quality content to the world on YouTube. So that's our next big step is to really just pump up, like be able to have some kind of a high powered, like high speed mobile hotspot. And that's probably one of the next big step that we need to take for these events and stuff, so that we're on top of our game. This is fun though. So the next thing here, we're doing Helping Hands Aquascaping Contest. It's a really cool event where it takes like a 2-person team. So one person is blind, or one person is kind of like blindfolded behind. One person's the hands, one person's the eyes, and you have to complete the aquascape that way. So it just makes it a little bit more challenging. It's going to be funny. Everybody's going to laugh, and it's going to be nice. And so there's going to be a series of teams, and you go through the process and you work your way down to the winners. So that'll be fun. That will be fun stuff. And of course there'll be the signing at the booth, which is an interesting thing. I mean, I've never been in this. This is the first time in my life where I've ever been in a situation where somebody wanted me to sign my name on something. But there will be from 4 o'clock until 5:30. They'll be doing just kind of people will be passing by, just meet and greet and signing posters and stuff like that there at the booth. Let's see. This is another cool thing here. 5:30 to 6 p.m. There's going to be a bug eating contest with probably not live bugs. I don't know. Hopefully they're like freeze dried bugs or something like that. That would be really cool. But definitely that's going to be interesting. I might actually partake in that just because it's never been put in the position to have to eat bugs. So I don't know. It'd be something to try. Some people in the chat are like, dude. Yeah, I know. So a bug eating contest, that's cool to me. It's interesting that's 5:30 to 6 o'clock, which is right before we all go to dinner, which is going to be usually we all get out at 7 o'clock to go back to our hotel, clean up, and go out to dinner and stuff. So that's pretty much the end of the day, how it goes there. Looks like here he's got also 6:30 p.m. will be the prizes and awards for scavenger hunt. That's the other thing that's not on the list there above already. Is it? No, I don't see it. Throughout the whole weekend, there's going to be a scavenger hunt taking place. So that's pretty cool. But you see he has prize and awards for scavenger hunt. So I don't know if there's going to be a scavenger hunt for each day, like a separate one on Saturday and Sunday. That's what it kind of looks like here. So then the next thing here, you have Sunday, the whole next day there, which starts with coffee and donuts again. Can't complain about that one. And signing, and there's going to be I guess to do the other half of the other part of the aquascape. And then signing at the booth, and another bug eating contest. So I guess we get 2 days of eating bugs, and then it looks like 2 separate scavenger hunts. So I don't know, man. This is fun stuff. This is above and beyond you go to your traditional, fish club meetings, or you go to your, there's a lot of awesome events around the world for, with around the United States. That are, this is kind of a little different level. I don't know how to say it, but I don't know. It's not going to be. It's. I don't know. I feel like you go to one thing and you're going to have some really intense breeders, some really eccentric and very smart people that are like the top in the world at what they do, at what they breed, and you go to some incredible of fish club meeting or something like that. That's one thing. There's just 2 totally different beasts, I guess. Really, honestly, this is a festival. That's the way to look at this to me. This is not a fish convention. This is celebrating the hobby through art and music and bringing all the kids into it. That's a thing to me too, is bringing the young people into it. Guys like Caleb. I'm not trying to put this young man on the spot, but he is an example of what we are doing. He's doing, he's involved in this because he sees what we're doing, and he wants to do it too, and he's got a passion for the hobby, and everything. We rub off on the young people and the youth. They're the next generation of this hobby. So I feel like we have a responsibility. We really do. And Aqua Pros, what's up, man? How are you? Mike, welcome to the stream. It's gonna be awesome to see you at Aquashella. It's gonna be the 3rd event that I've been at with you. It's this is a cool event. I'm kind of excited about it. I'm pumped up about it. Definitely pumped up about it. I'd like to see what you got going on too. You're hustling there in your fish room. You got some new things going on, some new tanks. Oh, I'm loving this coffee right now. Get this out of my system. I'm gonna do a bunch of vitamin C, drink a lot of water. I'm telling myself I'm not gonna let anybody get me sick in Chicago. I'm not playing that. I'm gonna be there for almost a whole week. I think I will be there for a whole week. That's the last thing. That's the last thing that I want is a cold. I think that happened to me once. One of the years, it was one year where one event that I lost my voice because I don't talk too much at all. Anyways, I can go ahead and take this down, but this is going to be an awesome event. I hope that you guys can make it there. I'm not trying to rub it into people that cannot be there. I totally get it. But if you can make it, definitely come. There's so much community involved in it too. I've made so many awesome friends through going to these events. Just like any other fish club meeting or anything like that. I mean, there's no other way to really get into the hobby but to really get into it. I mean, you can get some stuff. You're going to get some stuff from content creators here on the platform and on Facebook and different groups, message boards, and websites. But you got to get in there. To me, I've learned the most from just sitting down at a table, geeking out with a fish nerd friend for like 2 hours talking about the breeding techniques of some certain species or something. And you're just not going to get that unless you're like in person with someone in the real world. I mean, you can try. You can sit on the phone for hours. I do that too. I do that too. Sit on the phone for hours with pen and paper and take notes. So let's see. Now I got to think about the camera. I didn't think it looks pretty yellow over there. See that corner over there? It's kind of yellow in the cloudy tank. I saw the yellow King Kongs over there hiding in the corner. I think I'm going to try to move the camera over there in a minute. I will try to move it over there in a minute. All right, let's see. Ooh, did I miss anybody in the chat? I'm trying to keep an eye on the chat here. Thank you again, Candy, for everything that you do. Thank you for throwing out the links. I really do appreciate it. I really do. This is a lot of... Ooh, there that is. It's just a lot of work that goes into all this, and I know she works really, really hard to keep up on all the different streams. She's there. She's got it together. Carrie, how are you? Science Gal Aquatics, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Look forward to seeing you as well. Like, I could just go through this list. I mean, there's going to be awesome content, crazy big content creators are going to be there. You're going to have Joey's going to be there. George is going to be there. A really cool guy that I've never met that I really like, Serpa Design, is going to be there. I look forward to meeting him. I want to get an interview with him for sure. Let's see. Rachel Leary will be there as well this year, I think. And then Corey's going to have his own booth. Let's see. Just, big names like that. There's going to be some other big names in the reptile world that I don't know their names. I think Amber knows a couple of those names there. But there's going to be some other really cool people there, kind of more in the reptile world and things as well. There's going to be some cool stuff going on, some cool people, and then a lot of other content creators. It's going to be like 30 content creators behind the signing booth at the Fish Tube booth. But, George, Sean, everybody. There's going to be so many content creators. Even Greg Jones, as far as I know, said he's going to try to make it. And he's also one of the founders of this booth. So he's going to come. Now, he's not going to have a booth for the My Aquarium box, but he will be there. So that's going to be awesome. I look forward to seeing him. So this is going to be awesome. This is a big thing, and it's also big for us as the ones of us out there that are content creators on a regular basis and are pushing maybe with trying to create a business, create a livelihood with what they're doing on different platforms. This is kind of like a trade show too. This is an opportunity, to be completely honest, for content creators to, for one, all be at one booth and say, hey, we have a voice. We have a voice. We are influencers. We influence the hobby. We influence the hobby on an international level. I have a lot of viewers in India. A lot of viewers in India and other parts of the world. So it's, for one, it's like, hey, we're here. We got a booth. We're like, for real. We're all here. We're over here. And these companies can start to realize that we are here as an influence, and there's a there's an opportunity for us to work together, most definitely, and it helps us all do our things. Like literally, for 2 years since I've begun, I've got a lot of nice things I've kind of like invested, but still to this day, I'm working with, construction shop lights with white plastic disposable grocery bags wrapped over them as diffusers, and I've been doing this for 2 years, and that's still what I'm rolling with, because it's about, you got to work with what you have, make the best of it, have fun. That's the key too. Have fun with all of this. Let's see here. Check out the chats. Let's see. Susie Q Aquatics, how are you? Welcome to the stream. I've been enjoying your regular streams on Sundays. That's awesome. Got a pretty nice lineup on Sunday as well. That started to thicken up. There's only like a couple hours in the middle before we go back at it again. I mean, I'm 1 to 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then it's quiet from 2 till 2 to 6. So there's some room in there for other people if they were interested in that. But still, then it kicks back up again after that, and then you got 6, 7, and 8 o'clock. You got Aquafunk at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then Suzy Q Aquatics at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then King and Queen Cichlids, which that's a fun little live stream. They hit some really nice topics. I want to thank everybody for all the awesome super chats. I'm trying to go back through there and see them. Thank you to all my moderators for helping out with stuff, and like just everything that everybody does to support me. It really right now I am kind of like going full time. I have other content to create, but there's no excuse right now for me to like pretty much do daily vlogs. I've thought about it. I'm tempted. But right now I'm kind of trying to create funding to go to Aquashella. I'd rather do live streams and interact and engage with you guys than just pump out daily vlogs and edit like crazy. But I do have a lot more content coming on. Candy, right? I'm sorry. Candy needs to take a break in the middle of the afternoon. I totally get that. What? You have a family? You have things to do? You have responsibility? What? No, I'm just messing. No, I appreciate everything that you do. It's super, super awesome. Super awesome. Melvin, how are you? Well, Quantum Star Aquatics, welcome to the stream. Good to see you, man. Good to see you here. Thank you for popping in. So let me go back to that just for 1 minute before we get out of here. Where am I at? Whew. What am I thinking? I'm just talking too much. I just spit it all out and now I'm done. It's 8:35. No, I was going to play around with the microscope and stuff like that if people were interested in that. I don't know. It's definitely getting warm in here. I'm starting to sweat. It's all the coffee and being sick. But I'm going to sweat this out of me. If I see sweat run down my face, ignore it. I try to make all the streams on Sunday. I definitely try to hit them in the afternoon, but there's that little bit of time in there where I'm, dinner. I'm trying to cook right about 5 or 6. That's usually my dinner time when I'm in the kitchen. I'm trying to watch or listen to the stream while I'm cooking, and then water changes. KG Tropicals, you guys are going to be there, right? You guys aren't coming. What was that? You were going to come, John. I don't remember how that was going, if you were coming or not, but I so hope to see you guys again if you guys are going to be there. But I know there's a lot of stuff going on this time of the year, so it's hard to get to all these things. And then you almost have to kind of pick. If you've got, you got other responsibilities and stuff, you really got to pick, Aquashella or the aquatic experience. And for me, I'm blessed for 2 reasons. For one, I have some incredible supporters out there. You guys, my supporters out there that are help me with super chats and things like that in my Patreon account, which really make it possible for me to go to these things. The other half of it, this is my off season in the down here in the tropics. So September, October, everybody runs away from the islands. Everybody goes on vacations. You're supposed to have a stockpile of money for September, October so that you can just relax. And because, like I said, I literally got laid off September and October. My day job, my 40-hour-a-week day job or 30-hour-a-week day job is gone for the next 2 months. So YouTube all the way for the next 2 months, and it's perfect so I can just kind of focus on YouTube and focus on Aquashella and the aquatic experience. I'm kind of pumped about that. As long as I can pay my rent, pay my electric bill. I do a trade now to keep my internet. My internet was $120 a month, and now it's a donation to a nonprofit internet service provider here locally. Now I'm working a deal because they're a nonprofit. We're doing a trade, and I'm creating content for them. So another instance of me creating content for another company. I'm becoming a full-time content creator. Right now, that would be the third person actually that I'm creating content for besides myself, for money to keep myself alive. So it's crazy. I feel like, I mean, I'm not anywhere near Jimmy, but I feel like Jimmy, where I'm doing stuff for other people, and I'm not. It kind of cuts into what I want to do for myself, honestly. But I got to pay the bills. Anyways, so now I'm actually doing a trade with my nonprofit internet provider to get my internet. So I do like I write blogs and stuff like that for their Facebook page, and make little videos and stuff that they can post up to try to promote their nonprofit and get funding and stuff. So there's that stuff. But KG Tropicals, thank you again for that $20 super chat. I really do appreciate that. It's going to be, and if I don't see you there, I have to watch your stream to find out. All right, I see how it is. I see, John. All right. Smart move. All righty. Right? See, Susie, yeah, you kind of have to pick, right? And the Keystone Clash, that's an awesome one, too. I will definitely look forward to hitting that this next season, if I can make it. It's not a bad neighborhood. You know, there's a lot of cool stuff that kind of going on in those areas around there. A lot of really cool fish clubs up in that region. So I definitely look forward to making it up there soon enough. Let's see. Oh, my phone was blowing up. Text messages, emails. Aquashella, maybe. I don't know that Aquashella is going to be in Dallas next year. It may still do Dallas next year. Well, it's all up in the air. I think I'll know more in a few weeks. We'll know more. But I'm curious. I want Aquashella to be in Vegas. I look forward to doing Aquashella Vegas. That would be fun. Because at the same time, I know I'm going to get good food. I know that the hotels are going to be exceptional. And the convention centers are exceptional. It's a crazy place. It's like an alien outer space, another world. I get that. Las Vegas is another place, but they are. It's like it's the best place, I think, in the United States for a convention. That city is built for conventions and other stuff, and gambling and other stuff. It's gross, but if you stay in your hotel in the convention. And there's really good, I don't know, I stayed at the MGM last time I was there, and there was like 5 restaurants in the hotel. So it just makes for a good convention hotel kind of link up thing. It's just a perfect place for conventions. Yeah, Brian, Dallas is the Fair Park in Dallas. But I guess they're going to do that again. I don't know. I'm going to talk to George and Sean about that when I see them in Chicago. Carrie, you can try to pull off AE. That's a fun one too. That's a little bit more of a real trade show for the hobby, kind of. That's a lot of the big names are there. It's a little bit more of a commercial kind of thing to me. But there's still a lot of. Even for content creators, as a kind of making connections and stuff, there's a lot of cool companies there for that. But a lot of freshwater. There's definitely more freshwater at AE than there is at Aquashella, because Aquashella just has a saltwater heavy side to it, being sponsored by Fritz Mardell. But there is some really cool freshwater people that are there, and really good ones. So I know people that are going to be there already, and I plan on buying stuff from them already. Like, I've already even talked to them and make sure that they're bringing certain plants and things so that I can get them while I'm there, so I don't have to have them ship them or something and melt in the mail. But there'll be some really, really cool freshwater vendors at Aquashella for sure. Oh, boy. Amber's going to hit AE as well. Really, Amber, you're gonna be at AE? That's awesome. Oh, let's see. I know. I look forward to seeing you there. Let's see. Freshwater Joe, how are you? Good to see you here. There's more freshwater, but it's a different thing. We're talking about two different things. Aquashella is a must-see thing. It is, seriously is. It's when you're combining art installations, all these incredible artists and color and fun and literally like live DJ spinning vinyl and incorporating fun stuff for the kids to do, kids aquascaping contests, and just like literally they still have the touch tanks and stuff like that as well. And it's, I don't think you can touch it. They're two different things. And I think when it comes to the new generation of young people and kind of what they're into and what they see every day, what they get on TV, all the video games and all that stuff, they need the hobby to be a little bit more stimulating, and in a natural way. If like we show young people that like coral look really cool and they glow in the dark, you don't have to buy glowfish. There's stuff that naturally glows in the dark. Like there's, you know what I mean? There's like, this is an awesome opportunity to kind of catch the eye of young people. You gotta kind of take it to another level these days to help. I don't know. I think part of it is about thinking about like preserving the hobby for the future. For future generations. Yeah, I'd like to hit that catfish convention as well. I've got some friends. Michael Barber, he goes to that regularly, and I'd like to. I know that I'd run into him there. Some really cool, lots of cool fishes there at that event. But I'm not on the money to do them all. I gotta go for the big ones and the fun ones. But in the future, I look forward to doing more of that stuff. My goal is to find a reason to be there, whether I'm representing another company that I truly believe in, or I'm there with my own booth. I'm trying to make a good excuse to be there to all these things, but they got to bring in money instead of putting out money for that to be possible. That's kind of where we're at here. Thank you guys for bearing with me with this rough voice. It is pretty rough. We're getting close. I'm getting down here. I'm counting down the time here. Let me go ahead and move this camera. I was gonna go ahead and throw another camera up for a minute here. We'll put on these yellow King Kongs or something, but I don't want to run away from the chat too long. See how quickly I can set up a camera. Oh, that's not gonna work. All right, I'm in trouble. I didn't think about that well enough. The Yellow King, I have the USB for the camera running around the backside of my thing, my studio. So it won't make it there. The cable's not long enough. It's 10 feet, but it's not going to make it around the studio, the desk here and over there. So I have it on the blue Tetras. So I can do that. I will do that as a consolation. I will do some baby brine shrimp in a minute here. I'm going to go ahead and throw up the some baby brine shrimp there for the blue Tetras because they're hungry. They haven't had enough yet today. Oh, it is warm in here. Uh-oh, did I switch the camera over? Let me go ahead and go back here for a minute. Oop. There I go, making a mess. I don't know what I'm doing. Oop, there we go. I'm going to have the schedule up there for a minute, just for a second longer. Brian Peas, we eat buggies. Yeah, hey, I'll do the bug eating. You know, can't be that bad. They probably taste good. You just can't knock it till you try it, right? Brian, you're gonna have a booth there, right? As far as I know, you got some nice. I'm thinking of the right Brian here, right? You're gonna have your booth there with your with all your stuff. Oh, and Brian, speaking of Imperial Tropicals, this made me think about all that. I'm really, really happy. I'm relieved that Florida did not get nailed really hard at all, and that just makes me feel. I mean, I'm relieved because there's so many people we all know in the industry down there that just. I'm glad that they were saved from that one, because I know what it's like, man. It's not something you want to wish upon anybody. It's Mother Nature, like at its brutalest, almost one of the most brutal things. Nature can just, in a matter of hours. And then for that island in Bermuda, though, I really feel sorry for them, because the Grand Bahama Island, anyways, was 24 plus hours on top of this, grinding away on top of that island. That's just so sad. That's rough. I mean, we had 5 hours of Irma, and that's, you see what it did. We are going to be raising money for Project Piaba and the Coral Restoration Foundation, just like we did last year. And we're also going to be raising money for St. Jude Kids Foundation. So that's going to be awesome. That's going to be really nice. And I didn't realize they actually put money up for St. Jude in Dallas. But as far as I know, there was actually some of the funds went to St. Jude for Dallas as well. And then we had Project Piaba, which is preserving the rainforest in Brazil. I'm working to create kind of best practices in collecting fish and breeding fish and exporting livestock fish, aquatic livestock from Brazil. I'm sorry, not from Brazil. Yeah, from Brazil, northern Brazil. And then you have the Coral Restoration Foundation, which is doing stuff off of the Great Barrier Reef and other places like that, where they're actually creating these coral farms, and they're farming frags of coral. And they're actually even just they're taking people from the saltwater hobby, and kind of bringing those kind of people in to help do this work and volunteer the time to grow these frags, because they just have experience with it, So it's really cool to see how things are changing and how we're actually making a difference. That's another beautiful thing. I'm glad you brought that up, the Cove, because we are definitely we're making a big difference. We're actually doing something. That's great. We're not just goofing around and geeking out about fish on the YouTube platform. We're actually coming together as a community. We've culminated some really awesome relationships between people here, and made friends and a family, and we're actually making a difference on a global level. That's cool. That's really almost emotional. That's awesome stuff. I'm glad that I can be part of it. I really am. I mean that with my whole heart. Let's see in the chat. I'm trying to watch the chat, you guys. I'm trying to keep up on the chat. Listerine. I'm gonna need more than Listerine after bugs, Amber. Some coffee and donuts. We'll start with coffee and donuts. wash some crickets down with some coffee and donuts. Candy, you have a good night. Thank you so much for hanging out in the chat. I appreciate everything that you do. You are the #1 mod. You are yeah, you know it. You do so much. I appreciate everything. Let's see. Oh, you go do your thing. I appreciate that, and I hope I'm going to make it over there as well. Let's see. TM Aquatics. Good to see you here. Welcome to the stream, man. Unacceptable. Why have two? Well, because every day you're going to have a different group of people coming in. This is a convention, and people are paying. Some people only come on Saturday. Some people only come on Saturday. They have day passes, right? I mean, thousands of people are going to show up to this event to be on the other side of the tables, on the other side of the booths, watching and hanging out. So we're going to, it makes total sense to be doing that stuff each day. I wish that they could do the sumo wrestling 2 days in a row, but I know they're probably spending some money to rent that. I'm sure that's coming out of Rob's pocket. He just wants to have some fun. But that'll be fun on Saturday, the sumo wrestling outside in the crowd. The lines will be able to see that. But yeah, definitely should have 2 bug eating contests and then the aquascaping, because you really, we're trying to entertain the crowd as well as people walk by through the convention. We want to have something for them to be entertained by, besides us just standing there with Sharpies waiting to sign autographs like we all have big egos. I mean, we're there because people do want to see us and hang out, and they want autographs, which is crazy. They want posters and they want stuff like that and stickers, and so we're there for that. But we want to have fun. We don't want to just be standing around just going hi when people walk by. We want to make it an engaging, fun experience, and there'll be some prizes and stuff, giveaways and stuff like that. Candy, you have a good one. I appreciate it. You have a good night. Let's see. Everybody's saying good night to Candy. I'm gonna give one more shout out. I'm gonna leave this guy alone, but you guys check out Caleb Aquatics. He's working on it. Like I said, he's on video 4, but just, you know, we'll see what's coming. We'll see what's coming. He did a review of a product review yesterday. So go check out that video. And yeah, I look forward to seeing more stuff. Definitely, Amber. Exactly. It's not just so much a trade show. Aquashella, most definitely. Like I said, we have art installations. You can have many different artists that are going to come. They either pay or they're donating their time and their art. And there's going to be crazy art all over the place. Just fun. More of a fun event. It'd be like I don't know. It'd be like a music festival, but it's about fish keeping. Saltwater and freshwater. It's kind of more of a celebration to me of the hobby than it is so much a trade show or just a fish keeping convention. Oh boy. Oh, let me go ahead and what do we got? I'm playing around here. Let me go ahead and switch this over. We're gonna give the baby brine shrimp to these guys for a second. Let me go ahead and bring it over here for a second. I'm going to go ahead and go feed these guys. So if you guys don't know about these fish, these are my wild caught nano blue tetras. It's a dwarf tetra. It's a Titocharax tambopatensis, which is actually from the southern areas of Peru. It actually comes from the Madre de Dios River Basin, specifically the Tambopata River. There's actually three different fish like it, but 3 different Titocharax. But the tambopatensis is this one here. It has a nice blue flash, an iridescent flash when the light hits it just right. And these are very small fish. Fully grown, they're not even an inch long. They are an incredible little fish, and they're very fragile in shipping. You cannot touch them with your bare hands without pretty much killing them. But they're breeding for me, and this is tank number 1. There is some fry at the top, but I can't see them without a macro lens. But let me go ahead and go drop some baby brine shrimp on here before we get to the end of the hour, and you guys can see these guys munching on some live food. Anyways, dinner time. Yummy, yummy, yummy. These guys are awesome. I try to keep them in groups of about 10 or 12 so that they will continue to spawn, and just control, just do proper water changes so I keep the hormones down so that the younger ones will grow, and so they will continue to spawn. But I'm about to work on tank number 3, and then I get to tank number 4 or something like that. And when I really feel confident about my breeding methods and techniques, I will start thinking about sharing them with other people, and and sharing those techniques as well. And I have a paper that I'm working on right now that I'm going to be publishing, so it'll kind of give a little bit more detail, everything that I've been getting from them, everything that I've studied, sitting there for hours staring at the tanks. We had Porcupine, my friend Joey, the person that did not give me a cold. 09 Porcupine, how are you, man? Good to see you in the stream. Welcome. Crystal's Pets and Plants, welcome to the stream. Good to see you here as well. Lacey's Place, how are you? Oh boy! Once again, thank you guys for your patience with my coughing and my cold and all that good stuff. But it's passing, and right now with the AC off, it's warming up in here just a little bit. It's kind of sweating it out just a little bit. It actually feels good. Just keep going with the hot tea and the hot coffee. Dr. Blackie, you take care. You have a good evening. Good to see you. I appreciate you coming in and hanging out. Thank you so much. I've been you make me laugh. I've been watching some of your streams a couple of times. You crack me up sometimes. You're awesome. Let's see. So these guys are doing good. Like I said, I look forward to making an update video, just going over how I'm breeding them and just all my kind of methods behind this and what I've learned over time. A lot of these fish you see here are adolescent fish or males. If you see a large, kind of more oval shaped one, obviously that's going to be the female. And the females are kind of the alphas. They kind of run the show, keep everybody else in check. And there's usually like one alpha female, kind of like cichlids would be, but reversed in the sexes. And you know, they just kind of circle the tank, kind of watching everybody. But I haven't even seen one of them. They're on the one side. Maybe I saw one, but it's interesting to see how they do their thing. It is fun. And then the more tanks I put up, and then I'm gonna actually want to isolate just like a pair, a male and a female, because I can definitely decipher a male from a female when it comes to this species. So I will just do like a male and a female, and then be able to film that and watch it, and that's gonna be cool, because I'll at that point really be able to see the courting behaviors that take place, and I could probably even get an idea of where the female is spawning, because there'll only be one female in the tank. But they do internal insemination with this species. So the male is going to inseminate her, and then she takes off and she egg scatters by herself. It's not like a two-part spawning kind of thing that goes on. So that's another thing to keep in mind. Knowing that already, I know that like I need to watch when she takes off by herself and is like doing shimmies up in the leaf litter. I mean, up in the duckweed or something. I'm curious. I want to find out what's going on and maybe get it on film. Anyways, ramble. Sorry, you guys. Ooh. Once again, thank you guys for dealing with me and all my coughing and my cold. Thank you guys for all the super chats, all your support, all of you that are my Patreons. Keep in mind, I am going to be putting out more Patreon content. There will be a weekly vlog that I'll be putting onto my Patreon page, posting up there. And then throughout the travels from Lucas Brett's house to Chicago and Aquashella, there will be some private live streams that will take place that you only have access to through the Patreon. There will be some other live streams like on that I'll be doing as well, but these are just kind of more exclusive things, more of a low-key thing with just like my core, like I guess super fans and Patreons that really are supporting me over on that end. So thank you guys so much. Jesse, HC Aqua, you are one of my Patreons. There's a few other Patreons I have in here as well. But it's just awesome to see so many people in here that I will see at Aquashell. And if not there, I'll see them at the Quad Experience. And then there's other people in this chat. I know that just in time, we're gonna meet. We're all gonna meet because it's just a matter of time. You know what I mean? But to all of you, thank you guys so much. Thank you for your support and for hanging out with me. This is my fish club. This is my, you guys are my fish club. You guys are my, fish club. I don't have anything here on the island. I'm all by myself doing my thing. So it's nice to have an hour, an hour or so, a couple of times a week to just chill out and hang out and geek out with you guys. No, I do not pull their eggs, Jesse. No. They spawn in the tank. They're colony breeding. That's another beautiful thing. I have a nano tetra colony breeding in a 10-gallon aquarium that is wild caught, but that's why they're doing that, because they're wild caught. But then again, I'm probably one of the only people in the United States that's breeding that fish in captivity right now. I've been searching and I can't find anybody else. The only other person that I knew even had them at any given time was me, Michael Barber, and Dean, at least within the last few years, because we were the ones that brought them back. But I don't know of anybody else or anybody in Europe even that is breeding them and introducing them into the hobby. But I feel like from the experience I've had with them, if done right, they can definitely be bred on a level where they can be introduced into the hobby. They make a great nano fish. They're like right there with like an Ember Tetra or something like that. Or this like little Resporas and stuff. They are definitely a perfect little nano fish. I'd say they're a perfect little nanofish, but I know what they want, and they want like more of a dark and dreary tank with lots of stuff floating at the top, and that's what's going to make them feel a lot of fish are like that. We make these beautiful aquascape tanks, but a lot of these fish that we work with, they want to be in a dark, dingy place with a lot of cover, and that's when they're going to relax and be comfortable. Definitely. Like for instance, my black water tank behind me. You can't see the fish, but I have imperial tetras, which are wild caught, brought back from Peru. I keep tannins in that tank, and I have the floating hornwort in there, and they just all sit still. They're not shooting around the tank. They're not worried. They just kind of hang out underneath the hornwort in a school, and they just sit there like they're frozen, and they just hang. And that's when you know they're happy and they're comfortable. They're content. They're not worried about some bird coming over and eating them or something like that. Anyways, I'm rambling again. I gotta go ahead and get out of here, you guys. I'm gonna go nurse myself a little bit and get rid of this cold, sweat it out. And I got ready to blow my nose. It's about to drip. Ugh. Ugh, not cool. All right, you guys. So thank you all once again. Thank you to all of you for your support, your super chats, your patronage on Patreon. I've got my Teespring stuff going on for all my T-shirts. 23 different T-shirt designs on top of my Get Gills website as well with my dried botanicals right now. I have a new product I'm releasing to you guys in a couple of weeks. I'm holding out. I'm waiting for I'm waiting for stuff. I'm waiting for the okay to share that with you guys. And then what else we got going on? I'm on Instagram. You guys can check me out on Instagram. I'm about to hit 1,000 over on Instagram. So that's pretty cool too. So there's that as well. Anyways, thank you guys. Hope you guys have a good Thursday. I hope your Friday is awesome and your weekend is awesome. And I will see you guys on Sunday. Remember guys, keep your tanks clean, your fish fed, and have fun.